You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Monday, February 4th, 2019. This week on the Catholic Sprouts podcast, we are talking about how we need to trust in God's plan. And we have some remarkable saints who are celebrating feast days this week that are wonderful examples of how profoundly sometimes we are called to trust in God's plan. But today, I want to talk about what we need to do after figuring out, studying all of these virtues in the past 3 weeks. So the past 3 weeks, we have talked about the virtues of faith, hope, and love. We talked about how we need to be bold in our belief in Jesus and know that it is fact. We need to hope for heaven and put all of our trust in God. And finally, how we need to love like Jesus loved on the cross, sacrificing everything out of love for God and our brothers and sisters. Today, we are going to talk about how even if we are given these virtues, even if we strive to acquire them, we need to remember one important fact, and it's this: we are not called to the easy life. We are not called to the easy life. Now, in past generations, this was probably obvious. Before all of our modern conveniences and our comfortable lifestyles, no one was called to the easy life. Everyone had to work or hunt and gather just to eat. You had to build your own houses. Life was hard for generations and generations before modern technology changed everything. And it only has been very recently, and only in certain parts of the world, that people live as comfortably as we live here in the United States. And although sometimes there's this part of us that tells us to seek things that are comfortable, to, be comfortable, seek comfort, seek a full stomach and a nice place to sit and fun entertainment, there is nothing bad about these things as they are. The only thing about them is that they make us lazy and they help us to forget our true quest. You see, we were not made for this world. This world is a beautiful creation from God and we're thankful for it, but we weren't made for this world. We were made for heaven. And we know that. We know that we were made for heaven. However, sometimes instead of questing after heaven, we work to create heaven here on earth. We try to make something that is so good and so comfortable and so fun that we forget that this earth is not our home. We were created for something else. We were created for heaven. So we were not called to the easy life. Now, my challenge for you today, Sprouts, we're going to talk about a little bit. What I want you to do is I want you to just think about your life, the things you love to do, the things you long to do or look forward to. And I want you to start thinking, does this activity bring glory to God, or does it simply make me happy and comfortable? Let's talk about some things that oftentimes we look forward to doing. We oftentimes look forward to playing video games, to watching movies, to eating yummy food, to hanging out with our friends. Now, all of these things can be done good and beautifully. They can be times to grow friendships. They can offer small opportunities for evangelization. But if we are just doing these things to seek our own comfort, then there's a problem. Because here's the question we have to ask ourselves. Does this activity bring glory to God, or does it only bring comfort to me? Does this activity bring glory to God, or does it only bring comfort to me? This is an important question, not just for children, but for adults too. In this new year, and especially as we approach Lent, we need to start thinking what activities in my life are good and give glory to God, and which ones make me more selfish, help me create my little fake heaven on earth, and help me to forget about my quest to get to heaven. We're going to be doing a lot of preparation for Lent, and this is really just the first step. A reminder that life will be hard. We are not called to the easy life, and we are not called to create heaven here on earth. So, Sprouts, that's your challenge. Evaluate your life and start thinking, does this bring glory to God, or does this just bring comfort to me?
That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God intended you to be.
And quickly, one word about Lent. Lent is coming, and we at Catholic Sprouts have a brand new resource to offer you. This year, pray the Jesus tree with your family during Lent. It is similar to the Jesse tree, only it dives into all the events of Jesus' life, and there is a special devotion for each and every day of Lent. You can check it out and find out more about this really beautiful devotional at the website CatholicSprouts /Jesus-tree.